Okay, rolling audio in 1, 2, 3, 4. Somehow, I feel a little different today. Whoops. Well, finally, this is my outfit. How does it look? There's my right behind. And I've actually got to take the view of the bike. But this is one spot. And then I'm sure I don't want to be walking like this, but I want to get some light in and a good spot. Yep. Well, this is the spot. You know? Okay, this is not bad for a start. As long as the audio is clear. All I need is the audio to be clear. If I just have the audio clear, then this is my setup. This is basically my getup. This is all I need. For now, that is. But this is a good spot to get the sun. Although even the terrace is a nice spot. But this is a good spot too. This is just down at my basement. Below the building. Or below my flat. But I mean, this is all I had to do. It took me 4, 5, 7 years. I don't know, even longer than that, to understand what I want to do. But this is it. From here we can roll, or we can unfold everything else that comes after this. The moment will kick in when the music begins. Because I want to create a type of storyline which has my music in it, along with this video, or along with any future videos that I take. And I want to keep talking over it and try to not use much effects and just keep it as raw as possible. Because there is some audio editing that needs to be done, but I'm okay with just trimming the audio for now. I don't want to use a lot of EQ, which is not necessary. So I just want to get a feel of this place, and then we can move to a new spot probably. You know, the idea is basically to keep moving in different spots and, you know, just have something to talk about. That's the idea. So I don't know how I say so, but then it doesn't sound well on, or it doesn't sound clear on the mic. You know, if I just say so, it sounds like do, but I want to say so. So what I was thinking of earlier was to just talk about something very short. You know, nothing too lengthy, and also to just test the audio one more time. You know, because I don't want to be dealing with the traffic sound for now. Um, so what I want to do is just like define loneliness again. You know, because does it mean that, you know, being lonely means not able to talk to anyone? But I'm talking right now. I mean, what I want to actually say is that the term loneliness itself is very contradictory. Contradictory. Is that right? Okay. Because it depends as to who is lonely. But, you know, I thought I was lonely, but it looks like I'm not lonely. Because, you know, for the past couple of months or even years, I've been trying to understand, you know, that does lonely mean to get bored? But I don't get bored, you know. I always have something to think about. And although I might not know it completely, but what I know is that, you know, loneliness is not what it is told to be or what is thought to be. It's a very personal thing, or maybe, um, you know, it depends. Because I remember I was with, you know, a lot of friends earlier. You know, although I have very little idea about where they are right now. You know, but to be honest, you know, that was also the time where I felt lonely. You know, although I had people around me, but I still felt lonely. Even more so than now. You know, right now you know, I have something going on in my mind all the time, which I'm trying to make possible. And it looks like, you know, I never got these type of thoughts earlier. The change happened a couple of years ago, I think, where I just completely stopped talking to anyone. You know, I don't know why that happened, but even right now, you know, if I talk to anyone, I don't know what the base will be to talk about, you know. Because the idea about, you know, talking itself needs to have a reason, and the reason, you know, needs to have a good meaning to it. Otherwise, it makes no sense making pointless talks. I mean, even right now, if I would be talking all of this without recording it, then that would still be pointless talk for me, you know. So I'm done doing pointless talks, so we can only talk something important, something meaningful. You know, I want to bring that into my life. Not that it already is not there, but I want to make it visible. You know, I want to make it visible to myself. You know, I want to make it visible to, you know, probably others around me. And, you know, the other term that I want to define is work. You know, loneliness is one word, yeah, that's fine, but we're getting there. Although I haven't defined it completely, but we kind of got, you know, some of the answer to what it is. But the other word that I want to define is work. Work, work, work. How do you say that? So I think everything revolves around your work, you know, because I have done many different types of work, you know, I've worked with different organizations. I've given plenty of interviews, and I've come to realize that, you know, all of that was just sort of homework stuff, you know. The real work actually begins right now. Even though I have no interviews to give. It's surprising. But what I can do is, you know, I can try to understand it slowly, because this is not something that I do every day. Though this is possibly my first day, and I would like to do it slowly. You know, slowly as and when it unfolds, because this is how it is, and it's not that bad. I like it. You know, it's a lot better than, you know, the workplace I used to be. I mean, not that, you know, that did not provide me, but, you know, that did support me for a while. That did provide me enough. I gained a lot of experience out of it. I met, you know, many different types of minds, and that was all good, you know, until I realized that it's something I need to try out, you know, which is waiting for me to try out. Probably, even I don't, you know, get the full meaning of it right now, but I know that you know, the performance. How do you say that? The performance phase has begun. Okay, so let's pause here for a moment. Okay, pausing video, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is like the next part. So we're rolling audio in 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's nothing much that, you know, I want to be talking about. There are just a few things in my mind. that I want to unfold and say. Even with the mask, I don't really have a problem removing the mask, but then the problem with the mask is that, the problem with the mask is that, first of all, I kind of lose all my expressions. I kind of have this feeling where I'm kind of losing my expressions, even though, I don't feel that all of it is making sense somewhere. And the second part is the beard itself. I don't want to be kind of having a different kind of an outlook with the beard, because what I'm planning to do is just kind of laser remove all of that, so that I wouldn't have to deal with the beard anymore, not even the mustache, because I don't like to be with a mustache. I don't like to have a mustache. So what I'm thinking is, how about I fix an appointment with the laser specialist, and get some of the any kind of laser specialist that I'm looking for. Not as of right now, not immediately, but I want to see if the laser specialist would be able to give me the desired look that I'm looking for. Because I have a hairline somewhere around here that I want to remove as well. And what I'm thinking is, instead of having a mustache, I would like to have some whiskers. So I kind of have that plan in my mind as to what I want. I just have to go get the appointment someday, which I want to do and finish it off within these 2-3 weeks, because I want to not have to shave all the time, and I want to have a pretty good and clean appearance. So I'm going to be focusing more on that, and I want to be out of my comfort zone. That is one thing that I want to look out for, because although I still have to check how I'm sounding right now, make some minor changes, or maybe, I'm sure that there'll be minor changes, because most of the major changes I've already completed, so we can test the other locations as well, but I like these two spots, are pretty nice. So let me pause the video again.